here on the Fire Sports Pod. Everything we do here is fire. You guys know the drill. This is my guest host, Tevin. Thanks again for coming on, bro. Appreciate it. So let's get a fire show for you guys.
Yeah.
So for our first segment of the day, we're going to go through some injury updates throughout the NFL and some trades. Before I even look at this, devastating news out of Dallas. Trayvon Diggs was in practice. He had to be helped off the field. It is confirmed with an MRI that he has torn his ACL and he is now out for the season. So that is a big loss for our defense. But nonetheless, the famous words of most of all coaches is next man up. So whoever's going to fill that void for Trayvon, you better be effing good, because if not, we're going to have a freaking problem on the left side, or the right side of our defense, especially cornerback. So
Say that you guys secondary is kind of thin after Diggs and Gilmore, so it's gonna be interesting to see who takes the next jump for sure.
Exactly. So Bland's got to take some pain out of there. Hooker's got to be there. Lewis has got to be there. There's got a lot of guys that they got to step up. I know that they can. It's if they can. It's really the question. Another big trade, semi-big trade. The Vikings traded. The Rams traded Cam Akers to the Vikings.
Yep.
I think that was a pretty solid move from the Vikings, because they really don't have depth in their running back position, especially after they lost Dalvin Cook. So I think that's a great pickup for them. Cam Akers is on a decline a little bit, so we'll see how he fares in Minnesota. I think he's going to fare pretty well, especially with Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, and T.J. Hawkinson. But at the same time, Tevin, what do you think? I don't think he's going to be as impaled with the offense, especially if he's new. And they don't really like to run the ball. So
yeah, I think it's just one of the good old low risk or high risk, low reward, or other way around. High reward, low risk. There we go.
Something like that. It's the other way around.
Yeah, they got him for, I believe, like a fifth or sixth round pick, a very late pick. So he was kind of in a doghouse with Los Angeles last year. Then, up until this point, he kind of lost his spot. So maybe he could rekindle some of that, that energy he brought in that championship season. So I'm not mad at the move, honestly, especially, you need running back depth. So why not go get him?
Yeah, I agree with that, because without running back depth, people are really going to be able to kind of play you. Like Minnesota is now predictable. Everyone knows they're going to Justin Jefferson. He's going to get his yards. The problem is that you're going to get it to T. Hawkinson, but who else is there? There's no running game. There's no really anybody else. So defense is going to be like, you know what? We'll give all the yardage to T.J. Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson, but Kirk Cousins, throw to somebody else, because you ain't beating us with them. Because with all that stuff, he's throwing 150 yards, 11 receptions for Justin Jefferson. T.J. Hawkinson, 2 touchdowns, and they lose the game.
Yeah.
Against the Eagles, they were down 28-7, come back, they still lose the game. T.J. Hawkinson has 2 touchdowns, a 26-point fantasy game. Justin Jefferson has 100-something yards with 11 catches. They still lose by 6.
I mean, watching the game, it kind of felt like a fake comeback. Like some teams just have that fake comeback, like, oh, we're going to keep it close, but we're not going to really. It just felt like one of those games, honestly.
I totally agree with that. Because I thought the Vikings were actually going to do pretty well against the Eagles, but when I looked at that score in the third quarter, 28-7, I was like, holy shit, what the hell happened there? Because Minnesota was supposed to be, like, their defense is not scrubs, but, I mean, they're not that good, but at the same time, they got to, kind of get better. But let me share the screen with our audience right now, so we can get a move on with some injuries. And
real quickly, I mean, Minnesota, even last year, I mean, a lot of people didn't even respect the run that they went on. So I'm not personally surprised by them starting slow, because I didn't have them winning the division. Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
I think you're completely right with that. So some injuries. Buda Baker, injured reserve for the Cardinals. Just going a couple guys that we really know. Carlos Watkins, D tackle, is doubtful with a bicep injury. We also have L.J. Collier with another bicep injury. And then a bunch of other guys. Kyle Murray's still out for
Tank season.
what?
Tank season. They want Caleb Williams. They tanking.
I guess so, man, because they're really playing, but they're like they have competition with some people. They're not that bad, but
Yeah. I mean, the 2 games that they played, they showed that we
they can
can be,
still play.
but we just don't want to win. So
Hmm.
it's like the Giants. Like that game was
Huh.
they came out firing on all cylinders, and then they just kind of I don't know, kind of lost it. But yeah, Cardinals pretty.
I don't understand that, but it is what it is. Cordell Patterson questionable for Atlanta. Troy Anderson also questionable. Eddie Goldman out. With undisclosed reserve left squad list. Moving from there, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Marlon Humphrey is questionable with a foot. Justin Hill is questionable with a toe. Odell Beckham, again injured, is questionable with an ankle injury. It's ridiculous. Adarius Washington, injured reserve. Chest. My God, they got a lot of people on the injured reserve. J.K. Dobbins, he's out for the season. He's got the ACL tear. Jesus.
Like
Holy.
every year, the Ravens are just like riddled with injuries.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, bro, they have a great team and everyone gets hurt. J.K. Dobbins got hurt in the first game of the season.
It has to be the training staff. I don't know. It has to be
I
because
mean, what the hell is there else to blame?
it's
Moving on from that, Buffalo, Leonard Floyd questionable with an ankle. Micah Hyde questionable with a hamstring. I mean, Von Miller, he's still out from recovering from the knee, from the ACL. Balin Spector, injured reserve. Jesus, man, there's a lot of good big names out. Miles Sanders for Carolina, out with a questionable with a pectoral injury. Bryce Young is doubtful. Whoa, what? The Panthers announced that Young ankle is unlikely to play Sunday in Seattle after sitting out practices Wednesday and Thursday. Oh shit.
oh wow.
That I did not get. Oh wow.
Yeah, the Bears got their pick.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Justin Houston. Oh, I forgot Justin Houston was on the Panthers. He's questionable with a calf. He was on the Chiefs a while back.
Yep.
Brian Burns questionable with another ankle. Shaq Thompson has injured reserve lower leg. Jesus, man, they have a lot of.
JC Horn once again there.
Yeah. Jesus, they just cannot get healthy, those people. Chicago Bears, Darrell Mooney, questionable with a knee. Caleb Kareem, questionable D end. Eddie Jackson, questionable with a foot. Braxton Jones on the injured reserve. Oh, shit. Kyler Gordon underwent surgery on his broken hand Thursday. He's done.
Yeah, he broke it week 1.
Jesus. Joe Reed, undisclosed. Tevin Jenkins, leg. Buddy Johnson, undisclosed. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the lowest we've had, and Cincinnati looks like the worst team of these guys. Joe Burrow is questionable with a calf. He's not 100%. He hasn't been 100% since last year.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Yeah, he's not moving well. I mean, he can't get the ball out well. It's not looking good for the Bengals. Tyson Anderson, questionable. Nick Scott exited the Bengals 24 loss with a concussion, so he's out for this week. Devontae Maxwell with a knee. He's done. I think he had an ACL too. Cleveland, Jesus. Darius Smith, questionable with an ankle. Amari Cooper, questionable with a groin/shoulder. How the hell are you questionable with a groin and a shoulder? Dude, Amari's a bum, bro. He gets injured and he don't want to play. It's ridiculous. My God, Nick Chubb is done. That was one of the most gruesome knee injuries of all time. This dude worked so hard to get back from that knee injury that he pulled in 2015 just to do it again.
Tough injury.
So sad. Dude, literally the leg, like the kneecap literally broke in half. It looked so bad.
Yeah. It's just like the whole stadium knew, like once it happened, it was just like.
And that's the Steelers. They hate each other. They were all like, shit. That's some messed up crap right there.
Hey, good to Nick Chubbs.
Yes. Prayers up to Nick Chubb and his family. Hopefully he comes back stronger than ever. I ain't even talking about these teams. They're done. Now, here goes my Dallas Cowboys. We got Tyler Boyadis, questionable. I have it on my phone, actually. Let me get it up right here.
Oh, Zach Martin's on there too. Mm.
Yeah, he's questionable with an ankle. He hurt it but he'll be fine. Tyler Biadasz hurt his hamstring during practice and is undergoing an MRI to determine the extent of the injury. That's not good.
Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs was confirmed to have suffered a season-ending torn ACL after undergoing MRI in his left knee following his early exit practice on Thursday. Fudge! God damn it, man.
It's a big loss. That's a big loss.
Just when you thought the Cowboys were doing well, fucking this thing happens. That's ridiculous. I can't stand it. Zack Martin, ankle, like we said. Jareen Curse, illness. He'll be fine. Nashawn Wright, injured reserved, undisclosed. Those are all backups. Josh Ball, Cowboys place him with a hip. That's actually not that bad. So really the biggest thing is the 4 guys that are questionable. Everybody else is really non-noticeable. For Denver, Justin Simmons is with a hip injury. Frank Clark is with another hip injury. Jesus. I'm just going off people that we definitely know. Detroit, CJ Gardner-Johnson is done for the year. I think he had an ACL tear as well. Josh Reynolds, groin.
He took a bet on himself deal and he just tore his ACL. So it's gonna be interesting to see what his contract's looking like next
Oh
offseason.
shit! I forgot about that. Good catch with that. I completely forgot he turned down the contract.
Yeah.
Josh Reynolds, groin. Amon St. Brown, knee. David Montgomery, thigh. Oh shit! What the hell is this? Emmanuel Mosley, knee. Jesus, man, that's so many knee problems. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones questionable with a hamstring. He's been dealing with that. Christian Watkins, Packers head coach Matt LaFleur said Watson's hamstrings were non-participant for Thursday's practice as part of a maintenance plan for the wideout rather than because of a setback. Interesting. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for more about all the I would say all the
Injuries.
the injuries and stuff like that. So we're gonna share a screen for some couple trades and stuff like that. Because we're gonna go into that. Can you see my screen? Am I sharing it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the transactions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So big thing, we're just gonna look for stuff that we see that's different. Let's move. All right. So Nick Chubb, like we said, on an IR left of the knee. Braxton Jones, IR neck. If you look, we down the thing. Also, another big thing, Cam Akers, like we said, traded a 2026 6th-round draft pick to Minnesota.
Let's say Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt got signed.
And then I was about to say Kareem Hunt took the words right out of my mouth, Tevin. Kareem Hunt is signed by the Cleveland Browns since Nick Chubb got injured. So that's a real big pickup for them and just in general. Big pickup for the Browns. I just think that that's a security blanket, and I think it's a great
great option to have. They said he was gonna be the backup though. I forgot the running back's name that they have now, but
Pierce, I think, right?
Maybe I was watching them versus Steelers, and that running back, I think it's Ford, Jerome Ford, possibly. But he was dogging versus Steelers, so it looks like they got him as a starter going forward, and Kareem Hunt is just going to be maybe like a third down back guy, kind of guy.
Yeah, I think that's a great a great synopsis of what happened with that the whole situation. I think that's pretty much what they're looking for. I guess they want a 2 attack with a running back. I mean, without Nick Chubb, they kind of need those 2 guys.
Yep, and they got a guy who knows the system. He's just there.
Exactly, he just was there last year, so it's not like you're learning anything new. So it should be just a plug in and kill, basically.
Yep.
That's a good thing about that trade. Cam Akers, like we said again, going to Minnesota from the Rams, basically, for nothing. He was kind of falling off a cliff anyway, so it didn't really matter. But at the same time, That's what it is. Now let's talk about our second segment, which is about the Olympics next year for Team USA for basketball. It is looking like LeBron is going to do some recruiting, and he's going to bring some Kevin Durant, the snake, supposedly, to people.
The
But
greatest scorer ever.
huh?
The greatest scorer ever.
That's one, and the cerebral assassin. That's another.
Yep.
On Chef Curry, the greatest shooter of all time.
No, I didn't know that this is going to be his first Olympics ever.
Oh, Steph?
Yeah, he only played in the FIBA Cup, and this is going to be his first Olympics, so that's pretty dope.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. I didn't know he only played in the FIBA Cup. I thought he also played in the Olympics.
Oh.
But that being said, I think it's a great opportunity to have basically the final time. It ain't gonna happen anymore. You're gonna see LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry on the same floor. It's gonna be a surreal moment. I think it's gonna be great.
I mean, definitely. I feel like it was needed. Considering the FIBA Cup play, it was. I mean, we didn't even place a medal, and we had Dylan Brooks, give us 40 in an elimination game, which I'm a fan of Dylan Brooks, but 40 points is ridiculous.
You're a fan of Dylan Brooks?
He second team all defense for a reason. He's a defender.
I know, but I just don't like his mannerism sucks, bro.
It's a little over the top. I can agree with that.
He thinks he's the shit, and he's nothing. He's a good defender. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best defenders in the league. But you can't shit talk the king and think that you're not gonna get bashed for it. Like, come on, man. Like, dude, you gotta watch where the hell you're talking to, because like LeBron ain't no little cookie out there that's just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna submit to Dylan Brooks. This is him. Who are you? And I don't care who you are. I'm gonna kill you. Like, that's basically LeBron's answer to his bullshit talk. So
Bron turned up that series.
Exactly. Like, if you're gonna talk shit to the king, you better win that series. If not, man, this is what comes to it. You're gonna get bashed every freaking time you get talked about. But in this facet of Dylan Brooks dropping 40 on our Team USA in the FIBA World Cup, I definitely agree with you when we need to get to a better team, and that, by all means, is just those three guys versus the five will probably win a game, multiple games. Just them three in the Olympics.
I still find it confusing how Trae Young was on the table, but they declined to get him. Which he's like a 25-10 guy.
Yeah, it's very weird. I don't know.
They needed rebounding and defense, but I feel like if Trae Young is on the table, you got to go get him.
Exactly. I think that's a fair take.
Yeah.
But starting lineup, I think it would be nice to see Steph, Devin Booker, LeBron James, Kevin Durant. If Joel Embiid plays for USA, Joel Embiid without a doubt. But if he doesn't, Anthony Davis. That's the five. And then whatever you want, put everybody else. I would like to see Jason Tatum in there, maybe Jaylen Brown, maybe a Zion, Brandon Ingram. There's a lot of guys I would like to see in there. Hopefully John Morant, if he gets his ways, because it would be nice to see him in that type of environment.
I want to see Kyrie come back there.
Oh, I forgot about Kyrie. Kyrie's another one. It would be nice. Paul George is another one. I'm not gonna say Kawhi because we never know when he's available. Like, I'm serious. Like,
nah. Because I want to say Kawhi too, but he just doesn't seem like the type of guy that's
gonna do it.
Yeah.
So moving on from there, guys. We're on to our last segment of our YouTube show. We got about 6 minutes and 20 seconds left on our Zoom call here. So let's roll with the last five. We got about 7 teams left for the NFL schedules that we've been doing every episode. We're going to do 5, and then the next episode next week, we're going to finish out with the last 2. So the 5 that we have, the 5 that we're going to be going over are the Saints, the Falcons, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. First team up is the Saints. I would love to show it to you guys, but for some reason the Wi-Fi is being shitty now, so we cannot show you the screen that we're looking at, but you guys should kind of understand what we're talking about. Saints first game against the Titans, they won Second game against the Panthers, they won as well. So they started off top 2-0. They are at the Packers after the Packers just lost. I got the Packers winning this game. I think the Packers are going to bounce back. I think the Saints are now 2-1 off the Packers. What do you think?
I mean, I've been doubting the Packers, as a Bears fan, but I think they got to get a game here because Derek Carr has been playing the best. So I think that Packers defense could rattle them.
Yeah, exactly. Buccaneers, I think they take an L. I think Baker Mayfield and the Bucks are playing phenomenal.
Yes.
I like Baker Mayfield in the Bucks uniform. He's looking fire, bro, dude. Just like the Fire Sports Pod. He's slinging that shit off the bang, off drop back, boom. Evans literally had 171 yards last week with 6 receptions. Like,
All right. It was against Chicago. All right.
no, but seriously, and it was because Justin Fields is like thinking like bullshit. Like I don't know what the hell he's thinking. He just has to play. I have Justin Fields on my fantasy team. I was rooting for him, bro. Don't worry, I was rooting for him. But I think
don't get me started with
that's another segment for another day.
yes.
Buccaneers, I think they take an L, so I think they go. They now are 2-2. The Patriots, I think they win 3-2. Texans, I think they win again. I think they go 4-2. This is where they play Jacksonville. I think they lose 4-3. Colts. Yeah, Colts. I think they win as well. 5-3. Bears. I got the Bears winning. 5-4.
It's hard to be optimistic as a Bears
I got the Bears winning. Come on, let's roll with it, man. 5-4. Vikings. I got them losing 5-5 against the Falcons. They come in. They win 6-5. Lions, I think they skirch out a win, 7-5. Panthers, they lose. This is like their break. This is when then they're gonna like let up and they're gonna lose. So they're gonna go 7.
Carolina.
Huh?
It's Carolina, really?
Yeah, dude. It's a conference game. Remember, 7-6, and then they're gonna beat the Giants, 8-6. And then at the Rams, I think they win this game, 9-6, and then the last. Against the Buccaneers, they're gonna lose 9-7, and then they're gonna finish out against the Falcons, and they're gonna win 10-7. So I got the Saints going 10-7 on the season with Derek Carr and everybody healthy. Now again, this could change because Alvin Kamara is coming back now. So remember, he's on that 3-game suspension, so he's coming back. But let's move to the Panthers. We got to get a move on because we're gonna get cut off like last time, and I'm not gonna be happy.
7 could definitely win that division too. By the way,
What?
7 could definitely win that division too.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. So we're just gonna roll right through this, Tevin. Falcons, Lions took an L. No, my bad. Wait, no, this is the Panthers against the Falcons. The Panthers took an L. They start off the season 0-2. I think they start the season 0-3. They play Seattle. Vikings, I think they go 0-4. The Lions, I think they go 0-5. I got the Dolphins. Then the Dolphins 0-6. This is where I think they win 1-6. They play the Texans.
Okay.
The Colts, I think they get another dub, 2-6, and then they lose against the Bears, 2-7. They verse the Cowboys, that's an L, 2-8. Titans, I think they win this game, 3-8. Yep. Buccaneers, they lose 3-9. Saints, they lose 3-10. Falcons, they win 4-10. Packers, they lose 4-11. Jacksonville, they lose 4-12. And Buccaneers, they also lose 4-13. So I got the Panthers going 4-13. That is absolutely shit.
Sounds like music to my ears.
Ha! I knew you would say that. All right. We're gonna move on. We got 1:30, so let's see if we can bang this out. If we're looking going down to the wire, we'll just cut it off. We'll do the next one. So let's just get the Falcons out the way, and then if anything, we'll just do the Cardinals, Seahawks, and the last 2 next week.
Yep.
All right. So first week. My bad. What am I doing? I'm selling right now. I'm selling. Falcons started out 2-0. Lions, I think they lose this game against the Lions. It's at the Lions after they lost, so 2-1. Jacksonville, I got 3-1. No, I got my bad, 2-2. Texans, 3-2. Commanders, 4-2. Bucks, 4-3. Titans, 4-4. Vikings 4-5, Cardinals 5-6, Saints 6-7, Jets 6-8, Bucks 6-9, Panthers 7-9, Colts 7-10, Bears 8-10, Saints so 7. I got them going 7-10. But
Okay.
we're gonna move off of that. We're about to go off the thing. So I appreciate. So that's it, guys. Thanks again for coming on here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we do here is fire. Thanks again for Tevin coming on. We had a great show for you guys today. We just finished up the Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. So everything's going to be posting at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Again, thanks for Tevin coming on a short notice. I appreciate that, bro.
Yo, of course. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Always welcome. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we do here is fire. Tune into our show this week and next week as well. We also had a show last week, so check that out. Other than that, TikToks round the clock, 6 days a week. Sundays off day. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Go Bears.
Hell yeah. Go Cowboys.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys.